your media, where you are.
I can't either.
There are so many demands on you. Demands at home, in the boardroom, and in the bedroom. You have to be jack of all trades, wearing a different hat when the moment arises. You're on all the time, always on the clock, always catching up. Take care of you. Introducing Your Media, your podcast network that meets you where you are, when you need it, at your time, in your space, when you feel like it. You come first. Your Media, where you are. The show goes on with Noni, brings the business of the arts to center stage.
Yebo, welcome back. I am back. I come back. And welcome, guys. Welcome to The Show Goes On with Noni on Your Media, hashtag where you are. And as you know, I don't roll alone, even though I don't roll. No, I'm pregnant, but I do roll. But I don't roll alone. I got my girl with me. Let them know whose you are, gal.
Sawubona, Dumela, hello. My name is Palesa Makali. I go by the name of Palesa Robin. I am here with Noni on The Show Goes On. Hey? The show
Yes.
goes on with Noni. Where you at? Where we talk about all things art.
Yes, fantastic. Thanks, my girl. It's a brand new week. We're doing brand new things. We got brand new people in here. Hi, everyone, and welcome to The Show Goes On. My name is Noni Mkondo, Spear of the Nation. Yes, I said it. I did say Spear of the Nation. As you know, you can always get us on to find out more, to see more. You can go on to www.yourmedia.co.za, where you can tune in to other podcasts and have a listen and have fun. Yes, today. Oh, yes, and also remember, the show goes on because the show must go on. Because we move. And today we are moving with the best, the chameleon, Ushinjamagia, this guy. This guy, Ushinjamagia, guys. Let me just tell you about Sne Dladla. But let me just read about you. You're gonna sit for a while, hey? I'm reading the whole damn thing because people need to know. Guys need to know Ubuti lo puti lo. Nyambona lo putilo. He does the most. Sne Dladla is a 2-time Fleur de Cap. Did I say it right? Mm-hmm. Fleur de Cap award-winning actor and performer. He has performed and created works with Nicholas Allen.
Yeah. You know, in English just
comes in.
Ellen Bogen.
Ellen Bogen, a collaboration that won him the first Fleur de Cap in 2014. 2014. Hey, Bo. 7 in 2014.
Yeah, that was my first year actually my second year working professionally, and that was in Cape Town.
Oh, hectic. In 2014, he joined the SAFTA award-winning Zanus as a puppeteer.
Indeed.
Oh my God. Voice artist and writer, for which he received the Best Supporting Actor nomination. Sne's first one-man comedy show, The Joke's on You, won a 2014 Silver Ovation Award of the National Festival of the Arts. Most recently, Sne performed in Ethel Fugard's The Painted Rocks at Revolver.
Yeah, boy. English 2, Noni 0.
At Revolver freak. Leave me alone. He makes me so nervous. He's always dissing me. Sne's always dissing me, guys. 2016 saw him being the host of Comedy Central News. Sne performed his second solo show, E Chameleon. I would say it like that, Masangi. Yes, at the Baxter Theatre. Yeah, when we mix the Zulu and the English and we gotta, I mean, thank you. The year of 2017 also saw him playing pop in the revival of King Kong in Cape Town and at the Joburg Theatre. That was the first time I actually saw Usne in person. 2018 was an incredible year with him playing Sam Cooke in One Night in Miami. He followed with the role of Silence in My Home, and the debut of his new one-man show, Darker Hue. This followed with a Naledi and Fleur de Cap Award nomination for Best Lead Actor in King Kong. Yeah, that was a good show. That was amazing. Sne closed off 2018 in Janice Honeyman's Snow White pantomime as supporting actor. That's where we worked together for the first time.
Indeed, living on Frederica.
Hey, don't tell the people that.
They must know the tricks. That's, sometimes you just need some energy. It's rough.
2019 has been nothing but a success, with him releasing his EP and the production of his new one-man show at Comedian Music, acting comedy to bring you a show that sets apart. 2020, you worked in 2020?
Indeed, I did every year.
2020 leads with the debut of a new comedy show called Black Tax. Yes. Where you see him playing a comic role. Due to the pandemic, Sne has mastered the art of being a presenter MC for online events for companies such as Hollard, MTN, Durban International Film Festival, WebEx, Game Stores, and Woolly Stores. I was like, I'm Nand. I will pull.
I wish, man, but we're gonna get to that detail.
Okay. Some of the companies, to name a few, that he has composed and produced music for in 2020. I mean, Sne, what a multi-talent.
Thank you.
What a multi-talent. For the short time that I've known you personally, you amaze me. You know how I feel about you. You know how I feel about your work. You know how I feel about your ambition, your drive. Like nothing cracks you, nothing stands in your way.
Oh, man,
nothing at all.
It's due to my parents as well, man.
Yeah, tell us more about that.
Because we were raised like that, so that if there's something that you want, you go get it. Also, we don't take no for an answer at home. In terms of the things that you want, it was drilled into us that you want it, work for it. So even to the point where if we wanted to do something, our parents would always ensure that we work for it. If I wanted some money, they say, wash the car. And then if you wash the car, then you get that money to do the thing. Even at university, I didn't get much pocket money, but I'd get, I think, something between 200 per month to 400 as pocket money.
Is that even enough for?
It's better than what many others.
Yes,
they didn't have a single cent to them.
Yeah.
But I'll take that money and I'd go buy baking goods.
Okay.
And I'd bake at someone else's house and go sell them in my res room.
Oh, really?
My money to party and everything else.
Oh, stunning.
So it's like we were just taught, if you need money, go find a way to make money to do what you need to do.
Alrighty.
Yeah. So due to my parents, so shout out to them.
So shout out to the parents here for teaching you that value in life. Uguti, you got to work for what you need.
Yeah.
For what you need to live for. That's amazing. That is amazing, Sne. So tell us, ngo Prada Smuda, because I think at the moment that's what people know right now. Like for myself too, is like that's what I know. I see you and I see you doing your thing, and I could be like on the internet, and because I don't have DSTV, so I see it on the internet, like when they play the little clips and stuff. So tell us about that character.
Hey man, this is Hey Usbuda. I was approached by DSTV because they said they want to kind of launch a new platform on YouTube and bring majority of the audience towards YouTube, because most of viewership now is no longer happening on TV, but it's happening on internet platforms and social media.
Yeah.
So they're like, can we create skits for them? I was like, sure, I can jump on board. Obviously my fees, so you need to pay that.
Yes.
So we made up and we just created this platform where they could advertise they could advertise DSTV, but through a story.
All right.
So it's like, when I create this guy called Usbuda, who is always searching for a job, but he never gets it right.
Okay.
So he always wants a job, but he does it full-hearted as if he knows. So even with the first premise, it was him being hired to be a professional tracker, and he thought it was a tracker for cars, and then finds out it means a professional tracker in terms of lions. So even once he gets there, he doesn't realize that it means tracking a lion. He thinks I must put a tracker on the lion.
Oh, hectic.
Yes. So the entire time he just misconstrues everything.
All right.
So that gives us a vehicle to kind of give us a platform to tell the story that in order for him to understand his environment, he must watch DSTV program.
Yes.
So he can know about his environment.
All right.
And then that becomes a pitch for him, and it worked out.
Oh, that's amazing. So Kulele Sne, let the people know, where did Sne grow up?
KZN!
KZN!
KwaZulu-Natal.
Yeah. KwaZulu-Natal.
Yeah, that's home, man.
All right.
Love the place, but I haven't been back in a while, just because, we're just trying to grow. We're trying to grow and just get to a place that's substantial,
okay,
inverted commas, so that we can have influence to really make a proper difference. Because it's difficult to make a difference when you haven't made it yet.
All right. Yes.
So you're trying to carry your people, but you're carrying them with the bare minimal.
Yes.
So try get somewhere first. Just for me, is get somewhere, and once you're there, then go right. I haven't forgotten you. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
now
I
can
am.
give you a helping hand, but like in a really good way now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm originally from actually Mnambi, Ladysmith. That's actually home.
Okay.
Because I was born in Emmaus, lived in Escort. Majority of the years I lived in Ladysmith for about 8 years. So we moved there when I was 6. No, we did more than 8 years. I think it was 10 years, yeah. So we left when I was 16 and moved to Pietermaritzburg to a new school, completely new school, and got there in grade 11. And then stayed there for 2 years to finish high school. And then I went to university in Grahamstown. So I've basically been living everywhere. So it's confusing now when people are like, hey, Sne, remember me from? And I'm like, which part of my past?
Because you've moved.
It was Emmaus. Yeah. No, not even Emmaus. Emmaus, Loskop.
Okay.
Ladysmith.
Yeah.
Pietermaritzburg. Grahamstown. Cape Town.
Oh.
Now I'm living in Joburg.
Now Joburg. And how's Joburg treating you?
Oh, lavish.
Lavish.
Yes, Cape Townians, lavish. It is lavish.
Because you landed in Joburg, and it was like as if you landed and you knew exactly what you were gonna do.
I didn't waste time.
You didn't waste any time, Sne. You didn't waste no time.
Because you've got bills, there's debit orders that must be paid, and also I had a kid on the way, so I was like, no, well, he was already born. I was like, okay, I need to step it up, even though I saw my ass.
Okay.
I was in extreme poverty for 3 months. That people don't know, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just want to go back fast to Cape Town to say people need to move to Joburg.
Because
the racism is high, and I'll say it. I'm not scared to say it. I'll stand by it. And also, there are too many clicks, but also currency-wise, it's not beneficial for you financially to stay in Cape Town.
Yeah.
The minute I got to Joburg, my salary doubled. How did my salary double? And I'm currently still learning Joburg.
Because you are at the place of gold. Use goli.
Exactly.
Goli.
And people are like, there are no mountains, there are no bark trees, there's no table, there's no ocean. I'm like, okay, keep your ocean and be poor with your ocean.
Be poor with your ocean.
I will see the ocean in December and July.
Exactly.
That's fine.
But wait, you said something. You were like, there's racism and cliques in Joburg.
No, in Cape Town.
In Cape Town. Because I was like, I know that to be the thing for Cape Town and not Joburg. Okay. I know. Say free.
Oh, yeah.
Say right. Say
like,
correct.
Who are you? I was like, I'm Sne. They're like, we like you too. Come. I was like, oh.
Exactly.
I'm welcome.
We're welcome. You're welcome.
Like, sure.
You're welcome.
That's
Joburg. All right. Stunning. But you landed in Joburg. Because I think it wasn't immediate. When we met through work.
Yes.
For Snow White. That you had been here for a while, right?
Yeah. Because I got here in 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2018.
Okay.
And I'd actually spoken to James Noble about doing one night in Miami during the run of no, actually we were in rehearsal
Yeah.
for King Kong. This was for the second run.
Yes.
Yeah. When we were doing that, I was like, you know what, James, I am coming right over. I'm actually going to go hand in my letter of resignation next week. So I gave them exactly 2 months to be like, here's your 2 month notice. I am going. I'm good. And they were like, oh my gosh, Snake, what can we do? We can give you a raise.
And you're like, no,
and I was like, no,
too late.
It's been 4 years of yawns with you guys. No offense to Lemmy's, love her to bits.
Yeah.
Horrible what happened to her in the Few Guard and how she got sabotaged and how it shut down. But the management before was not the one, and it shows why. Few Guard fell apart. But anyway,
yeah, let's not.
The deep story is because I know that behind the scenes, but I'm not allowed.
Yeah, but
to say anything.
let's not put you in that space where we want the juice, even though it would be great.
I'll tell you after this.
Okay, stunning. And then I might just write it in. I don't know. In invisible ink.
But then again, write it in if you want, because I'm just like, it's not me.
It's them.
You guys chose to do this, but yeah, Joburg, and when I was in Miami, we went straight to my home's show about two homeless guys, which is the deepest show I've ever done. I'll never do it again, ever again. No, it was incredible. Like, it was incredible to perform. But it is so difficult to come out of that character.
Yeah.
I found myself doing the walk of the character at home and just losing my temper and everything as a character because I've gone so deep in.
Okay.
And that's why I was like, so last time I'm doing this role, it's not good for me to redo it again. And then after that show, that's when I saw my ass. I had nothing for 3 months, guys.
Yeah.
Like zero.
It happens.
Because even after that show,
yes,
my money finished after that show.
It happens.
And I was like, I have absolutely nothing in a city that I don't understand yet. I've got a kid and I've told Tash we're moving up. We're going to figure it out. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I've got things set up. Whoa.
Washuba.
It got to the point where I couldn't even afford baby food, couldn't buy nappies. We were sitting there looking at each other. We had to wipe Shay now with normal toilet paper. There's like 2 rolls left. So you're rationing as well. The internet has been shut off.
Hey, it's a lot.
Endless emails. You've got a few weeks left. Otherwise, we'll kick you out now.
Oh, my goodness.
Took my laptop that had all my music and stuff that I've been creating for years. And I was like, it is what it is. Sold it. I only got 300 Rand for it at that time. And even my expensive mic as well. I was like, I need food. I need to provide as a man of a house. I got 600 left. I was like, okay, it is what it is.
Do you think the spirit of the character stayed with you? That's why everything is
wow, Melissa. Shade. You know how it is. They'll say, like, if you play Batman, then it's cursed.
Yeah.
Joker.
Look at the
Not at all. I don't think, well, not the spirit of the character. We can say yes, it did partly, but I don't mean in terms financially, it stayed with me. But I think Joburg was trying to teach me something, man, at that point. That Joburg's about hustle. They really people tell you need to hustle when it comes to Joburg. It's about putting yourself out there with every single person. So rather have too much to do than having too little in Joburg. That's the basic rule.
Yes.
And if there's too much that you can't do, then you say, okay, apologies, I added in too much. Can we rather shift it to another time?
Yeah.
So there's constantly work happening, Yeah.
So
that's the rule. I didn't know the rule yet. So once I was in the hall, then I was going, oh my word, who can I call? Who can I have meetings with? When I should have had meetings and everything in January when I first got to Joburg. By the time June happens, the work just opens itself.
So, Sne, would you say that round about that time, when you were struggling and all of that, did you think that had you already been had you been like a multi-talented, like you're a comedian, you're a songwriter, had you already had all those things, or were some of those things learned as the struggles went along?
Well, yeah, those things were definitely learned along the way, but not specifically in Joburg.
Okay.
I would say with the duration of my career from university.
Okay.
So I was playing around from university up until now to see what my strengths and weaknesses are. So usually for me, when I really check to see if something's a strength or not, I try it on stage. I just throw myself in the deep end.
Okay.
And then if the audience responds, I'm like, check, we've got it. There.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right.
So yeah, it was a building thing.
A building
but in
thing.
terms of technological thing, in terms of like the filming and editing side
Yeah.
of AV, that was all learned last year.
Okay. And then also, you spoke about the struggle now. And you know how people look at our industry. Uguti, no, there's a struggle. And some people leave. Some people will leave and go teach to have that stable income, or they'll become PAs or whatever to go to 9 to 5.
I don't think you're ready for me to answer that question.
I am so ready for you to answer that question because Mina, I want you to, because I've also been in the industry and nothing in me has ever said give up when the going gets tough. You know, when the going gets tough, nothing ever said, oh, maybe I should open up, I don't know, something or business that has nothing to do with the industry at all, where my acting and my talent is laid to sleep. So what would you say to people who do that? Like, what would your thing be? Would you be like, guys, don't do it? Like, in the way that Sne would be like, it's not worth it to kill your talent, to rest yourself, to bury yourself. And also for people who want to, you know, have an interest in this industry, but are so scared of the influctuation and the end, like not being stable. What would you say?
You know, no, this one's a rough question, but it's the truth. I think partly number one, I get so sad because those people who end up leaving, number one, you were failed by the system, by tertiary institutions, by artists that are already in the industry, by companies that run the arts. You were failed by all those people. Because number one, most artists in this country, we can even say 95% of the artists cannot save.
Yeah.
You can't save money at all in this country because the pay is so dismal. And it's because the people who are owning the production houses and so on and so forth on the platforms is because they don't want to transform the industry.
Yeah.
They're so stuck in the old ways that there's no way we can continue with this.
Yes.
And it's been evidenced last year because it was a hot mess.
It was a hot mess.
We were telling you for how many years now, look at you.
Exactly.
And even
you're being exposed.
Yes, and even in the lockdown, they still don't want to change.
Nothing.
Exactly. So that's the issues that we're being failed by the systems and the people who were here before us. But before I even get to that, because it's a lot, is the questions about what do we say about the people who leave? For me, it's a harsh thing for me to say, and also because at the same time, I don't know people's backgrounds and their circumstances, which is difficult.
Yeah.
So depending on your circumstance, and I go, okay, it is what it is. Because at the end of the day, we need to eat.
Yes,
we need to take care of people's lives. But also, unfortunately, by you leaving the industry and giving up, my question is, what are you saying to future artists in the industry? Also, you are busy showing us by you leaving that the only way we can make this is by using the channels that are being given to us by the people who own these theaters and these institutions.
Exactly.
Whereas you need to understand that as artists, your money does not come from the producer or from the theater. It doesn't come from there. Your salary comes from the audience.
Yes.
So if your salary comes from the audience, why are you wasting time and getting frightened by some producer who goes, well, I'll replace you? Cool, replace me.
Yes.
But you'll never find another me. For me, all I need to do is after every single show, I need to look at all the hashtags that have happened. I need to directly engage with every single person who watched that show, and I need to leverage them into my platform.
Yeah.
As easy as that. I'm not saying it's going to be quick, but if I did that for 2 years, I would guarantee you now you'd have a page of between 20 to 50,000 people who are following you, who get content. And then because those people follow you, that's where these people who say they don't need you come back to you and they go, oh my word, look at what you've created. We'd like for you to please create an ad for us.
Yeah.
But you were the one rejecting me a couple of years ago.
Exactly.
So stop focusing on these institutions and realize that your audience is the people. Focus on the people. Full stop.
Yeah. Give them what they want.
Exactly.
And stop leaving.
Don't leave.
Don't leave. It gets rough.
I know it gets rough, but also like our conversation during lockdown was, I spoke to many individuals who were like, Sne, I don't know what to do, man. I was like, do you have a phone? They're like, yeah. I'm like, great. Do you have social media? Yes. I'm like, then stop making excuses.
Yeah.
Because I'm going, I know it's rough, and then also our backgrounds are not the same.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying to you is that, okay, I've got camera equipment. Do you have a concept? Yes. Do you know someone is a writer? Fantastic. Do you know someone who can compose? Great. Do you know someone else who can do costume?
Yeah.
Yes. Do you know someone who can do set?
Yes.
Do you know someone has a venue?
Yes.
Yes. Then what is your problem?
Then what is your
I'm
problem?
just like, guys, the resources are there. Stop waiting for someone to give you money and opportunity when the opportunities are all around.
Talking about that,
Let's get into show business.
that topic, Sne, is how important do you think it is? I mean, I was surprised when I didn't go to varsity.
Mhm.
I jumped straight into this very big ocean.
That's another question as well, because varsity is also a waste of time to a certain point. Certain point.
Yeah.
I won't lie to you.
How important is it, do you think, that artists in any art form, that they should equip themselves in terms, like how I saw it with you a lot when I was working with you for the first time. I was like, Sne has every equipment. He's got a camera, he's got this, he's got that, he's doing this. Yay, you have like things where we would be like, Sne, please take a photo of me. You know, now everybody's asking you to do things, but you're on stage with us doing the same things and you're so equipped. How important is it for that to a person who's performing to be able to also like earn extra money, or I don't know, just to learn a new skill, I guess?
Man, it's so important because I think number one, you need to understand what country we're in. We are not in the States. We're not in the UK.
Yeah.
Where there's a union and people who are strictly actors can earn a good salary and really make it. Understand where you are,
Yeah.
firstly. By that understanding, you know what is available to you and what the problems are. So if
Okay.
those are the problems, then okay, then you understand what the next step is. So for me, I'm going, since we're in this country where just being a pure performer is not going to help you, you need to diverse as much as possible. Then you need to completely equip yourself. So if you're on set, people understand. If I'm shooting an ad, everybody on set knows me. From wardrobe
Yes.
to tech
Yes.
to grip everyone, because I'm that person walk on set going, okay, so what's this here? Like, oh, this is a 400K
Curiosity.
light. Like 400K light. Why do you use like, because the light bounces us off there and it gives us the whole room ambience? I'm like, okay. I go home and I write that down.
Yeah.
Then I go, what's this? It's a sky panel. So it's LED lights. Yeah. So it can change colors. Yes, fantastic. Okay, cool. How much does it cost? Then they tell you 100,000 rand. I'm like, so what alternatives are there if you want? They're like, oh, there's Godot lights
Okay.
called 300X. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
check that out. 10,000 rand instead. Fantastic. Invest in that equipment with half that money that you got for that ad.
Yes.
Because 2 years from now, if you buy one piece of equipment every 2 months, you will have an entire studio.
Yeah.
Then you start shooting your own stuff.
All right.
That's why now recently when companies have been coming to me saying, Sne, we need something for our product, I go, I can shoot it at home. Because I have the camera, I have the software, I have
Yes.
the MacBook, I have the stands, I have the lights, I have the sound equipment, I have the boom mic,
Yeah.
I have the shotgun mic, everything I've been investing in it for the past 2 years. So that when the time comes, I go, Noni, let's shoot a movie.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
So that I don't go to a company and say, please cast me.
Yes, because when the pandemic hit, you were ready, hey?
Because I had to be, man.
You were so ready.
Oh.
Like, listen, Usne would send us messages like, guys, send me voice notes. Do this. Here's a track. Sing to it. Send it to me. But you know what? Because you had to wait for artists.
Hey, Noni, I'm glad you said it yourself.
Excuse me, because I know I made you wait. But I just couldn't believe the amount of passion you still had left. Like I felt like I was drowning. I felt like I couldn't breathe. And as much as I would record, and I think the insecurities also sank in with everything that happened, you were like, guys, I'm not going to let you guys sink into depression. And I'm not going to let you, you pulled in your close people, and you even started reaching out to people that you don't know. You just started going on social media and saying, guys, listen, send me this, do this. You pulled in your close people as well. And you're like, guys, come, let's do this. Because you're trying to keep us alive. But at the same time, you were like, there's just no way the show is stopping with me.
We can't, man. Because the thing is, we can't build any of this alone.
No,
It's impossible.
it's impossible.
And I'm like, there's no way I can build an empire and go, yeah, I built it.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. But
Yeah.
also for me, who wants to build an empire and stand up there alone at the end of it? I mean, it's exhausting.
Yeah.
And also for me, I have many friends out there who are artists, and I knew exactly what we all were going through.
Mm-hmm.
The minute everything shut down, I lost R250,000, guys, last year.
Even guys, you can make money in this
guaranteed.
industry. Don't play. You can make money.
I was gonna go for a trip in Morocco to go MC a gig there.
Listen.
I'd now finally secured. I've been working for this for years, just building that image to get there.
Yeah.
And finally had it, and they were like, "Okay, cool. We're gonna start booking flights next week and everything." COVID, cancelled. I was like, "Okay, we're gonna go on holiday to Argentina. Another 36,000 rand gone. I'd paid already. The company got liquidated." And I was like, okay, a lot of people lost things here, but it's something that will actually bring like a light to us during this time. I get so concerned with us depending on other systems and other companies when we have.
Yeah.
And that was my thing. I was like, okay, guys, you do realize, yes, we're in a pandemic and we're losing money right now. I even made a post to say, guys, when you are going through the worst during the pandemic,
yes,
don't be scared to say that I don't have food in my fridge.
Yes.
Because after this, then we're going to have an amazing story to tell.
Yeah.
And, and many people went into cocoon, and I was going, okay, you're in a cocoon, but what you need to do is take all that negative energy, that pain,
yes,
and put it on a live platform. Because to suffer alone is exhausting.
It is exhausting.
When I tell you that I'm going through the most, and you see that you're going through the same thing.
Yes.
There's something that happens here that lifts us both up.
But yes.
That we end up telling this story, and then obviously it builds and builds and builds. And then that's how we build this thing and make our money back as well, and actually just feel important. It's just lay it all out there.
So when you're talking about building, Sne, I just want you to let us know, how important do you think it is that an artist sees themselves as a business? Because you see yourself as a business. Like everything you've said thus far, you've said, I have built myself up till this point to be able to go here. I've built myself up to this point to be able to do that. How important is it for us to not see ourselves as just people who act in front of the screen, people who are doing voiceovers, or just like that, have that one skill? Because I think I'm the one who's guilty of that as well. Like where I just focused on musical theater because it's my passion and I don't care. I'll suffer for it. Oh my God. Then lockdown came and I was like, no. I need to reinvent myself. I need more. It's when I sat down and I went, I wish I had all 10 fingers and 10 toes in different pies. So how important is it for us to keep reinventing ourselves, but also to see ourselves as a business instead of waiting for our management or our agencies to see us as those people? And how do you get there? How do you?
It's a difficult one because it's very important, but it's a structural thing. A very big structural thing. It's what I'm also challenging right now with our company as we're running right now.
Okay.
We've taken on 6 students and we're helping them through right now. We're not giving them study material. We've told them straight. We're not teaching how to be an intellect be an intellect, but not to be like a scholar per se.
Yeah.
Like there are no rules. You're not aiming for marks here.
Yes.
We're trying to make you the best you that knows who they are. So that when you're out there in the world, you can stand for what you want. So we're teaching you how to be a business early. So we're going, it's a structural issue that begins from school.
Okay.
I hated every single second of school because school was, we are working for marks.
Yes.
And then marks determine if you're good or bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's an image thing.
It is an image thing,
You do that from preschool to primary school to high school to university.
It's exhausting.
You're working for marks for your life.
By the
time you start working, you're still working for marks.
Yeah, but also you've forgotten a bit of who you are.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Because I just need to hit this.
Yes.
If I hit this, it means that I will make it.
Exactly.
Your parents are like, I'm done, manga to the degree.
Exactly.
Because this means this, which is all nonsense.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean anything at all. So for me, I'm going, the education system's a problem. First of all, it's not tailored to the individual.
Yeah.
It's tailored to the factories and companies. And that's a huge problem.
Yeah.
High school, same thing. University, when I went to university to go study drama, they were the elite people. in the drama class, getting distinction, getting extra credits. I didn't care. I was there trying to discover who I'm going to be when I do the work.
Yeah.
Those very people who were getting distinctions and getting PhDs are the ones who are calling me today, asking me for referrals for castings. And I'm going, but did you not get the PhD? It didn't do anything for you.
Yeah.
So also at the same time, as much as I'm saying that it's a structural issue, and it's a state issue and governmental issue, educational issue, it's also on us as artists.
Yes.
And that's why I get very pissed off when there's someone who's a veteran who will not share information with someone who's coming up because they want to keep their stature and their job.
But isn't that with the world as well, which is such a problem?
Noni, do you
Such
know,
a problem.
This irritates me. There are 59 million South Africans in the country. Let's take away half.
Yeah.
Half-ish. In fact, let's take away 30,000.
Okay.
To say 30,000 actually don't even have access to internet or TV. We left with 29 million. Yeah. Let's take away another 19.
Yeah.
Let's just take away 19 to say maybe those people aren't ever going to get interested in the arts. There are 10 million people in this country who exist. And you telling me that out of those 10 million people that exist, they can only be shared by the few 200 artists that we have in the country that are big names. And I'm going, there are 10 million people. But out of those 10 million people, there are actually most likely only 50,000 people who are diehard fans for you. Only 50,000 within this country, if you look at it logically.
Yeah.
Because you have someone who has, 3-point-something million followers because they're a celebrity. They're following you because of a trend, not because they actually want to follow you.
Yeah.
But the diehard fans are small. And those are the people who pay your bills. So now you're telling me that there is enough space for all of us? That is nonsense.
There is enough.
For me, I don't have a problem. If you want to go, Sne, I want to do a show like yours. Go ahead. If you want to steal my material or the stuff I've done, go ahead. I don't mind, because if you show my stuff, it grows my stuff.
Exactly.
And it grows the industry, because someone will see this and go, oh my word, this is great. What else is there out there that I don't know?
Yeah.
So that's the issue, is that we have artists who are problems in our industry who are not sharing because they want the millions to themselves.
Yeah.
And that's why this thing's not growing. And then structure-wise, there is no possible way of me telling you that if you go to this university and go to this and do this, do this, and do this, you'll be successful.
Yeah.
Because it's all bullshit. It's a lie.
It's all good. It's all good. In the hood. Carry on. Go forth. Go. Yeah. As long as it's legal.
Man. Yeah.
But you're just passionate. Irritated. It's just passion. Yeah. It's really passion. Also, like, guys, profanity in the theater is like first language. So
hey! Even from the ones who pay our bills.
I'm telling you, we're just like, oh, okay, you just threw that at me. It's all good. It's all good. No, that's no. I mean, this is why talking to someone like you is so refreshing, because you're so honest. And for the mere fact that you work so hard and you know exactly who you are, you're not afraid to say anything that's on your mind. Anything that's on your mind, because you've been through. You paid your dues.
It's not done.
You know.
I'm not saying it's done.
Yeah.
But I'm still paying them, but I'm just going, the focus is there.
Yeah.
I will fail along the way, but the goal is too big for me to worry about that.
Right. And also, Sne, so like in terms of artists speaking up for themselves, because earlier on, you said that you would write a skit and create, but at your fee. Mm-hmm. How important is it for us to speak up for ourselves, to be like, like 5 times now, give me a raise, give me the money that's worth. I've paid my dues, you know. Is it a thing where you have to say, I'm Sne Dladla, I've done this, therefore you need to pay me X amount? Or is it a thing of DSTV wanting you to create a skit for them, but you doing it? You, not you reading script from someone else, but you being the creator and the person in the forefront, and then saying, because I'm doing that, this is my... So does experience count? Or is it in the moment of, I'm doing the work, I've been asked to do it, I've been asked to create, therefore I can now place a fee for myself? Well, is that making sense?
No, you're making full sense. I'll say also, number one, there's never been a single moment where Nike or Adidas has gone, My sneaker costs 3,000 rand.
Yeah.
And I go, but I've got 200. And Nike or Adidas goes, okay, here.
Yeah.
The fee is the fee for the product.
Yeah.
You're not paying for the product, you're paying for the work, you're paying for the experience, you're paying for the days, the hours, the concept, you're paying the loss of IP, which is so important that artists don't know about IP. This thing irritates me. Because even right now, I signed a contract years ago for another show and it's airing, but I'm not earning a cent from it.
Yes. No royalties, nothing.
Nothing, but that's another conversation. But it's so important. So my thing is that yes, experience is important for you so that you can deliver good work.
Okay.
But your rate is your
rate. Yes.
Because when you go into a store or you go to a company that wants you to do something for them and you say, listen, I want to pay for this, they're going to go, no, there's no discount. This is the cost because it costs us this amount of money to make this and our profit must be on top.
Yeah.
So why is it as artists that we are willing to argue when it costs us more, way more than what we're asking for to deliver that product?
Yes.
So for me, stick to your fee, but also sticking to your fee will force you to deliver the product because you're going, oh my word, I'm getting paid this amount. So as we know as artists, if we realize we're being paid what we want, we don't want to mess this up.
Yeah.
You know, and also reputation's on the line. So that thing is very, very important. Yes, work and work and work and work to get some good experience, but your fee is your fee. But if you come into the industry today, I apologize and sorry to you. There is no way
that you're gonna
go, I want this, I want 20,000.
Yes.
Because nobody knows you, there's no reference. And that's why we say when you start in high school or primary school, begin your work. Start creating from there. So you have a whole track record. I've been doing this. And also kids don't realize that in high school and primary school, there are about 1,000 kids usually in a primary school and a high school.
Yeah.
If you have an Instagram account in primary school, you can at least get 500 of those kids to follow you in the school. Those follow you for life. You go to a high school, those are another 1,000 students that you don't know. They will follow you, but because you compete in other schools as well, they reference each other.
Yeah.
By the time you leave high school, on average, you'd have about 2,000 to 5,000 followers minimum. Then you leverage those people into university.
The show goes
you immediately have a huge follower.
Business of the arts to
so start early so that by the time you start working, come on.
Yes. Talking about that, Sne, how do you stay like so motivated to hone your craft and to stay disciplined within your craft and to know what works for you and what doesn't work for you? Like being usne in your craft, how important is it to know like what keeps you motivated? What keeps you going?
I think it's the content of the things that you surround yourself with, number one.
Okay.
In the past 6 months, I've changed my entire social media page of who I follow.
Okay.
It's completely different. That's even when I wake up in the morning, I wake up at 7, get my son ready, get dressed, take my supplements, and I go to gym.
Okay.
After I drop him off. So, and before dropping him off, I read a book.
Okay.
Standard every single morning.
All right.
That's my routine.
All right.
And then as soon as I get back home, only once I've done all of that, that's when I check my social media.
Okay.
Or my platforms to see what my messages are. So that I'm starting on a positive note every single day. And then when I get onto my social media, because also who I'm following is all about positivity and focus. That's all I'm exposed to. So I'm not trying to like make little of what's happening in the world, but I can't focus on that.
Yeah.
Right now. I'm going to help you guys out when I can, when I have the money and the means.
Yes.
But my focus right now is to grow and become bigger. And in order to do that, I need to focus my energy on the positive. And most importantly, I forgot who I heard this from. He said that the difficulty of the times that we live in as millennials is that we're so afraid to just create and fail that we focus on trying to make the perfect thing.
Okay.
It makes no sense.
Yes.
Try and make 100 pieces of content with failing. Because in the process of making 100 pieces of content within 6 months means that you'll make probably 10 that is breakthrough and incredible, and you learn, but also you have content that you've made.
Yes.
So just make it. If the idea is bad, it's bad. It's okay. But then you move from it. So you branch off from it. And also when people see your journey, they go, oh my word, I can relate to this person.
Yes.
So just make the work.
Just make the work
as much as possible.
Even if it sits. Even if it just sits there.
Yes.
Even if it just sits there, just make the work.
I don't care if I have 0 views because then I go, okay, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
That's the stuff I want to know.
Okay. You want to know. You want to know what works and what doesn't work.
Yes, just make it. Now I know the things that work and they are blowing up. I'm like, fantastic. I'll keep doing that, but there's other things I need to find as well. So the thing is that the focus is finding the goal at any costs.
All right.
Just do that. It's going to cost you 200 piece of content, then people are going to laugh at you and hate you. So what?
So what? Who cares?
Yes, focus on the people who love you.
So Sne, your media has a hashtag saying #where you are. So Sne, where you are. Where is Sne today? What is Sne doing? What is Sne planning for ahead?
Well, wow, Sne's doing a lot right now. Sne, number one, is now finally running his own company.
Yes.
Called HD Entertainment.
Yep.
The H is for Natasha's surname, my fiance Hess. And the
Okay.
D is for Dladla.
All right.
Obviously stands for high definition as well.
Okay.
So we're creative consultants and we're starting to shoot content for people, and also we're training up future leaders in the industry so that they know what it's like to be a professional before they get there.
Okay.
So we're not giving you books because the books are outdated in what you're learning in university and high school.
Yes.
We're teaching you what's happening in terms of costing and taxes, or how to run a business as an actor, or what to do to use your taxes so that you don't have to pay them at the end of the year.
Okay.
Which is highly legal. It's what all the rich people are doing. So that's what we're doing ourselves. So we're teaching all of that at the same time as well, also creating content, obviously, for a bunch of companies. And I've been doing this whole voice note, lead note thing on my Instagram page.
Yes, please. Please let them know.
Oh, yeah. So people just send me in a voice note, and for free, I make a track for you.
Yes.
And in the background now, I've employed so far 4 artists to make these into full tracks that have come from voice notes.
Okay.
And the album will be coming out in September. So basically, whoever sent in a voice note and the best few of songs, those songs are now going to be full on songs that people can purchase.
Oh, nice.
And it was inspired by the people who sent in the voice notes. So it's just a platform to go, no matter who you are, man, we can make you shine as well. You've got something in you that will inspire something to happen.
So for our listener out there, if they want to send you a voice note, because this show is all about motivating and inspiring people and getting those who are not in to be in some way, to stop them from being scared. So if anybody wants to send you a voice note singing, do they have to be able to sing like angels? Can they rap? Can they do poetry? And where can they send you the content? How can they send you what they need, the voice notes, so that you are able to then work on it, and then they can...
Well, they can send me anything they want. Just don't make it like, hello, this is my voice note. I've received that many times. I'm going, really? Now what am I going to do with hello? This is my...
Yeah, no.
Like, that's boring.
Like, don't do that.
Yeah, give me at least like 10 seconds of something. So you can sing. You can even do like car sounds of an alarm going, and you going, yo, 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 yo. It's a car alarm. And then I will take that and I'll make them to full track. So no matter how weird it sounds, I will do the work. And you can just send me that voice note on my Instagram handle at stop_and_snare. Stop and snare.
Yeah, boy. And he sings too, guys. Songwriter Yonkinto. This guy, Sne Dladla.
Yeah.
I love you. You rock. You're amazing. You're awesome. So, what does 10,000 hours mean to you?
10,000 hours for me in the current state, just to go back to what I was saying. It's about doing it right now and not being scared to fail. Do it right now with the work that you're doing. Yeah. Submit bad work to your boss.
And then?
You're going to grow from it.
Okay. So if just do it.
Yeah. If you're not doing the 10,000 work in the stuff that you're doing, you're never going to hit it, because you want to attach it to what you want, isn't it? Right.
Yeah.
So if your passion is that what you want to be a videographer and you're working for another company.
Yeah.
Okay. So everything you want to try, do it within that company, and you're going to fail. You might get fired, but you're doing your 10,000 hours. You probably will reach the 10,000 hours within the 5, because you're doing it every single day.
Stunning. Do the work, guys, even if it's bad.
Yes.
Do it, even if it's bad. Well, Sne, thank you so much for coming onto the show.
Pleasure.
It's been such a pleasure having you, and I hadn't seen you in a long time, so it's also been
Nah.
nice to see your face. It's been so nice to see your face.
Yeah.
Guys, Sne has been so behaved during a pandemic. Like, you'd be like, come for a bride. He's like, hell no.
No. I'm focused now. I love everyone, but I'm focused.
No, you are so focused. You are so focused. So it's been such a pleasure to have you here, and so great to see you.
Likewise, man. Thank you.
Yes. So, guys, that is it. That's the show, and we've just had Sne Dladla talking to us about all things art, the business, the craft, and just about himself. And it's been fun. It's been fantastic. What a great hour it has been. Thank you for tuning in. We will talk to you again next week. This is The Show Goes On with Noni. Noni Mkonto, Spear of the Nation. Yes, I said it. And if you don't understand, educate yourself. Stunning. Ciao, Sne.
Bye-bye.
And Pale.
Ciao.
Stunning. We did it. We played this.
Your media, where you are. In the boardroom and in the bedroom, you have to be jack of all trades, wearing a different hat when the moment arises. You're on all the time, always on the clock, always catching up. Take care of you.
The show goes on
Introducing
with
your
Noni.
media.
Brings the